Good afternoon. This is Rich Nelson with Allendale. Covering the wrap-up commodity comments today is going to be Tuesday. This is June 7th of 2011 here. Of course, we still have some slightly bearish factors still with us. The fact that weather right now is ideal. We've got excess of heat hitting right now, both today as well as tomorrow. And then looks like Thursday through Saturday, looking at a period of wetness coming here. So bottom line is weather's still more or less ideal for growing crops here. Also, there are some hopes that we're getting some planting done here in those areas, which are still left here. Keep in mind, as of Sunday night, we compute there's still a good 5.9 million acres of corn, which is still left to be unplanted. So that's also one point we can note here. As far as today, we did see corn trade up about 4.5 cents here by the close on the July contract, certainly higher on the December contract. A lot of excitement across the board from a couple different stories. Number one, we did see one of the Chinese government agencies, estimate that that China will buy about 1.6 million tons of corn in this coming year. USDA was only estimating about 500,000 tons of corn. So certainly that was exciting and good to hear on this end, the idea that China might have to buy more corn. And usually when they buy corn, it's U.S. origin here. Second story was the surprise announcement that Mexico purchased 822,900 tons of corn. This is spread out over new crop 2011 grown corn, as well as the next marketing year 2012 grown corn. And for those of you who aren't familiar with Mexico very well, they've done a fantastic job in their purchases in the past, really the past 8 months. Every single little dip that only lasted for 3 to 5 days, that almost always had a Mexico purchase tied along with it here. In other words, they are value buyers. And if Mexico believes that corn right now is a value, it's actually very good here in terms of the price implications here for that. Last thing to point out is the trade is expecting some good numbers on Thursday. Thursday morning's monthly supply and demand report. The trade's expecting USDA's May new crop estimate of 900 million bushels to revise down to 800 million bushels here. So that's certainly good for corn. So all around good news for corn today. Soybeans also did well, up 10 3/4. News kind of quiet here for the soybeans. It looks like they're playing more or less just a catch up after the last couple days of rough trading. We can note that estimates here for Thursday's report showing not too much of a change here at all. The trade expects ending stocks to go from 160 back in May to 165 here in June. As far as some of the sport and beans, you certainly have quite a few people making arguments that acreage maybe certainly overstated back in March, or that yields will have some problems, especially with late plantings. But right now, don't expect anything really exciting on this Thursday's report here. You got to wait till the end of the month acreage, or in fact maybe the July supply demand, before you see acreage or yield adjusted. Over on wheat, down 10 1/4. This was a profit-taking day here over on wheat. Profit-taking was little left of profits on the long side here. This was mainly led today by the Minneapolis contract. Extensive liquidation was made, 57 1/4 cents on the July contract. This comes despite most fundamentals still being supportive for spring wheat itself here. They are getting some rains here today up in the northern North Dakota, Montana area, so that is still delaying planting. Also, keep in mind there is some very good information regarding what's deliverable out there in terms of actual stocks and storage that are deliverable against the July contract, and how many positions are still wanting that contract here. As of this, I believe as of this morning, we saw 16 million bushels of deliverable spring wheat are located in warehouses for the Minneapolis Exchange. And as of yesterday afternoon, we compute 69 million bushels of open interest still in that July Minneapolis contract. So 16 deliverable. Right now there's 69 million bushels that are still asking for that wheat. As far as the cattle here today, up $1.10. Good rebound here, but keep in mind this is only we're still locked in this kind of week and a half long sideways range, and the overall trend is still clearly down. Right now the trade is hoping to get some cash sales higher this week. If it does happen, we're going to say it's only going to be a 1 or 2 week deal, and we'll go back to resuming the downtrend here further in the coming weeks. Biggest news of the day is certainly on the hogs, up $1.70 on the July contract. This comes despite the over $2 drop in wholesale pork prices posted yesterday. Also, the midday pork report showed $2 lower bellies and also weak loin prices. So it looks like today's afternoon meat report could show another decline here for wholesale pork. So what's going on here? We've got the near-term fundamentals, meaning wholesale beef and also cash hogs, posting some solid downtrends. We're still moving lower each day here on the wholesale cash side and the short-term issues here. Well, why are these futures rallying? Maybe it looks like this market might realize that maybe by June 14th and July 14th and August 14th, the expirations of those 3 nearby futures contracts, that prices are probably going to be higher than where we are right now. This is a time for a seasonal bottom in prices. So even though we don't know exactly when this bottom will happen in cash hogs or cash pork, the trade is betting, well, we're not going to worry about the near term. Certainly by the time these expirations of the July contract come around, we'll be at higher prices. So that's certainly why this futures action is trading much better than what you'd expect based on what's going on in this short-term cash pork trade here. So overall, a lot of excitement here today. Certainly a lot of excitement in the markets. And, of course, Thursday morning's report will certainly be a big deal in regarding pricing as well. Feel free to give us a call here tomorrow. Ask us about the new price projections that we've released ahead of this report. If you subscribe to this, to our product, you'll see those on both the corn as well as soybean pages of this PM wrap-up stuff here. Otherwise, if you are not subscribing yet, give us a call. Subscribe by calling 1-800-262-7538, or go ahead and sign up through our website, which is allendale-inc.com. Also, go ahead and open a brokerage account. By opening a brokerage account, you can also have your broker give you access to our research and those price projections I'm talking about here based on various ending stock scenarios that could come out on Thursday. So a lot of exciting things, a lot of things you need to be aware of and be on top of here. And we certainly like to help you out here. This is Rich Nelson with Allendale. Hope you have a good trading day and a good trading week.